Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this version of the AM stretch break. It's nice, kind of cold, chilly Thursday morning. We're going to go ahead and get started on the ground here today, guys. We're going to be going through a good amount of stretches today. Hopefully going to address pretty much all areas of the body, prepare us for a nice day of work. So let's go ahead and start lying down on our sides here on the ground. What we're going to start with is just a nice spinal rotation kind of stretch here. I'm going to start with those knees stacked up on top of each other, both bent kind of up around hip level here. We want to make sure that those knees stay sticking together. So we don't want them to come apart. What we're going to do is just lay all the way down. Feel free to support your head or neck with a pillow or a yoga block, something like that. And then both arms are going to be outstretched kind of in front, one lying on top of the other here. What we're going to do is open up like a nice big book. So we're going to take that top hand, going to start to open up the book, and what we're going to do is keep our eyes on that moving hand. So turning the head and then turning the torso and opening up as much as we can. Pause, take a nice breath when we're all stretched out. I'll kind of help our stretch a little bit, and then let's go ahead and slowly close the book, all the while still keeping our eyes on that top moving hand. All right, guys, start to move at kind of your own pace here. I'm going to go for about 5. So this is number 2. This is one of my favorite ones in the morning, just because even if you're, a side sleeper or a back sleeper, to really help you kind of open up, prepare for some of the movement the day might bring, doing some twisting, opening up all those muscles of the torso. And the back, I know my back gets really tight when I sleep. Good job, guys. Wherever you're at, go ahead and make this next one the last one. Opening all the way up. Take a nice breath when you're outstretched. And then close it and turn that head. Good job, you guys. Okay, let's flip it on over to the other side. Take your time here. Same thing here, guys. Stack those knees up around hip level. Once you find that comfortable spot with the arms outstretched, go ahead and get started opening that book here on the other side. Good job, you guys. Good job. If any part of this is uncomfortable, whether it's the shoulder, the neck, the back, go ahead and limit your own movement. We don't want you to push through, the pain just to get a further stretch. Make sure you're still breathing. I sometimes notice myself holding my breath just randomly. Remember to take those breaths. Notice how they change your stretch or how you're feeling throughout your body as we kind of move this morning. Good job, you guys. Good job. All right, wherever you guys are at, we'll make this one the last one here. Open that book all the way up. Big stretch. Take a big deep breath once you're outstretched. And then close that book. Nicely done, you guys. Nicely done. All right, next one, we're going to be on our hands and our knees. So go ahead and make your way into that position. Take your time here. All right, another good spine stretch to start our mornings off with is the classic cat camel. So go ahead and plant those hands under the shoulders here, knees under the hips. And then what we're going to start to do, let that head drop down, make a big hill out of our back, trying to point our tailbones towards the ground, letting that head hang. And then slowly switch, trying to point that tailbone up towards the ceiling as high as you can, and then bringing that head up to look either straight or up if you can. Remember to breathe in both these positions. And now we're just going to slowly start to move back and forth between those two positions. Just trying to find the most extension we can comfortably get. And then the most flexion you can comfortably get through that spine. Remember that breathing, notice your breathing. All right, guys, let's do one more in each direction here. Keep that breathing going. Nicely done, you guys, nicely done. All right, go ahead and return to the middle, and then let's make our way up into standing. Next stretch is going to be in standing here. So take your time. Go ahead and move the camera up a little bit so you guys can see me a little better. All right, guys. So in order to stretch out the posterior chain a little bit this morning, let's go ahead and develop kind of a nice wide stance, wider than shoulder width for sure, with those toes mainly pointed forward. Next, what we're going to go into is just a nice kind of forward fold. So sinking those hips back, trying to keep the knees straight if we can, and extending those arms down towards the ground. If you're comfortable, you can let that head hang. Let's breathe here just for a moment. Good work, you guys, good work. Go ahead and walk those hands slowly over to the left side. As far to the left as you can. Maybe you're grabbing onto that shin or that knee or that foot. Whatever you can do here comfortably and without extreme intensity. And then find that breathing again. Nicely done, you guys. All right, let's slowly walk it over to the right side now. Trying to find that same good stretch. Don't want it to be too intense. All right, guys, walk those hands back into the middle. Let those hands and head hang just for one more moment. One more big, deep breath. Good. And slowly roll ourselves all the way up, bending those knees a little bit, using those glutes. And that felt really good. Awesome. All right, guys, we got time for one more thing. So let's go ahead and bring those feet a little bit closer together, just right under us so they can support us. What we're going to do to start off this Thursday, and then this Thursday stretch break, morning stretch break, I should say, is some neck circles. So go ahead and plant those feet, tighten that core up a little bit. Let's try and bring the chin down to the chest. And what we can do is 3 nice big rotations in each direction. So it doesn't matter what you start with, but we're trying to draw the biggest circle that we possibly can with an imaginary pencil attached to our nose. So visualize that as we kind of take our neck through its available range of motion. You might hear some pops and some cracks, and that's generally okay as long as you don't have immediate pain associated with it. Don't forget that breathing. So once you've done 3, go ahead and change directions. You may notice something different one direction versus the other. That's all right. We're pretty asymmetrical beings. Good work, guys. Good work. All right. And with that chin on your chest, then slowly bring that head up. Awesome work, you guys. Awesome work. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. I love these morning stretch breaks. They're literally my favorite part, some of my favorite parts of the week. Don't forget another stretch break with me at 2:30 today. That is the last live one of the week. We usually get into some stretches that complement exercise with Exos, which is today at 12 noon. And we definitely encourage you to join us. And if you're willing and spirited, we're going to be dressing up just because it's Halloween week. And so in order to celebrate, we're going to do a little dressing up. So if you have a costume, please come and work out with us. It's going to be super fun. And don't forget, we also have some new classes coming in this next week, and that is an abs and core class with me at 4:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, and a total body strength class with Jazzy that is 7 a.m. on Thursdays. So looking forward to the starting of those new classes, guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Take care of the ones around you, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.
Thanks, Elise.
Thank you.
Thanks, Louise.
Have a good one.